What is going on, guys? The Champ Strider here, and what a time to be a Chivalry 2 gamer, because we just got another great blog post from the developers where they answer a ton of questions on the upcoming private servers. And it's a new chapter for Torn Banner, as once again they're being open and upfront with the player base, and they answered a lot of questions that I probably wouldn't have expected them to previously. Now, I know people are going to ask, well, when are we going to actually get the private servers? And the usual answer is coming soon. No one actually knows, but I'm going to speculate they come this month. With how much they're teasing stuff, I think at this point it could be any Tuesday in March, so expect them really soon. So now let's talk a little bit about what we're going to get with private servers. I know the community is super excited because we can change the gameplay experience pretty significantly and also host private run events and competitions much easier. So now the first thing you get to decide is what player counts you're going to run. Now, of course, each mode has their recommended player count, like 64 player team objective. But what if you want to go over this? Well, it's not advised officially, but it's possible. So personally, I can't wait to instantly try some 40 versus 40 team objective and see whose PC blows up first. It'll also help for, say, event planning. If you want to run a 20 versus 20 clan battle but have 2 commentators, you can set the server count to 42 just to keep things easy. Now, the one limitation here is horses. If you want to use horses, you're capped at 52 players, like it or not. I'm kind of disappointed with this. I would have just loved to try a high-end PC-only 64-player lobby with horses and just see what happens. Does the server explode? Does it work? But thus is life. We can't do it. Now, the big ticket items are, well, what else can you customize about the server? And of course, you can start with the server name it whatever you want, just don't be an asshole and violate the code of conduct. So, Strider's Angels official server incoming. We mentioned player count, but you can customize the map list, and thank God almighty, because Tenosia and Bridgetown, we're going to get them the hell out of here for my private server. I never want to play that crap again. OG maps only, because they're just so much better. And this is a great feature because, let's face it, players quit when certain maps, Breacher Baldwin, come up and servers just die. To customize the experience further, you can add class or subclass limits, which will be nice for comp events and even for pubs. So you can set that limit on polemen and disable archery completely. You can even customize match parameters like stage length or required score. This is huge because, let's face it, some maps, they're not ideally balanced, so you can lower the timer on some of those really hard to defend stages. But say something like the Druid stage, which is really hard in a comp match for the attack to win on, maybe that timer could be increased just a tad. I'm sure someone way smarter than me will balance out the maps a bit. You can even toggle off the combat zone, which that could have some pretty drastic effects on gameplay as far as pulling off some sneaky plays and some flanking maneuvers. And I see a lot of people complain about the desertion zone. Personally, I hate when games have desertion zones and they're just like imaginary lines. I like to actually see where the map ends, but so this will be cool. I'm interested to see how it changes things up. You can also lock perspective, which ensures everyone's playing on an equal playing field. I would personally love if more games made the switch to first person only. I'm highly interested in awareness checking some of you third person boys. Now, shout out to my console boys, but private servers, they're going to be available across all platforms. However, there's always a little bit of fine print here. So on console, you're not going to have the same level of admin function as PC players if you choose to rent a server, because you guys don't have the little tilde key, the console command. And the servers will also have some basic DDoS protection from the provider, Nitrado, however you say it, I don't know. But we all know some of those salty boys, they've been DDoSing the event servers, so hopefully this stops and ends that, and people can run their events hacker-free. Now, just before we call it quits here, you guys got to know, when playing on a private server, you're not going to get official experience points or earn gold. Now, to me, I could care less about this, but I know some people are going to want their cosmetics. All right, that's it for the Shiv 2 updates. Let me know down below if you have any questions, and if you enjoyed the video, hit the sub button. Champ out.